Hello everyone, I am Sword Caliber 687, and today I gotta make a list for the best and worst super attacks for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. Before this video gets started, like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and anyway, let's begin the video. I am gonna put 5 for the best and 4 for the worst super attacks for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. The huge reason why I picked 4 for the worst, all because of a lot of attacks in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort are stronger variations of the normal attacks in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. Or some of the variations are so different that it makes the attacks stand out from the rest of the super attacks. And that's why I made this video, so all you guys can pay attention to some of the unique cool variants for these attacks. This video is all about my personal opinions for the best and worst special attacks. We could just all disagree and agree which one is the best and which one's the worst. I am gonna start with the worst and work my way up to the best. Number 4 for the worst. It is Vegeta's ultimate Galick gun. The huge reason why it's at number 4 is because it's not a completely bad super attack in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. There's some things that are just bad about it, and some things that are good about it. For me, I don't really like this attack that much in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. I do use it at times, but it's my least favorite Galick gun. I try to talk about how Ultimate Galick gun works. Ultimate Galick gun works is the more you charge it up, the more damage it would do from charging it up. The huge reason why Ultimate Galick gun is a kind of bad attack, all because it just takes way too long to charge it up. If you try to fight higher level enemies, they can really do a lot of damage on you. The only way you can use this attack to be super useful is you try to charge it at the right time to do a right amount of damage at an opponent. It won't be a bad attack if you try to use it at the right time for an opponent, or you try to fight low level enemies and try to unleash it, try to kill a lot of enemies with that attack. I would recommend everyone to use this attack when an enemy or a boss's guard breaks, and you try to use this attack just to do a lot of damage. Try to charge up the ultimate Galick gun. Number 3, HELLZONE grenades. Anyway, HELLZONE grenades is a really bad attack for me, all because the homing always misses when I activated HELLZONE grenades. Or sometimes when I just activate it for my gameplay, sometimes, it doesn't do that much damage. Even if I level the attack up, I feel like it doesn't really do that much damage, and is completely useless against multiple opponents in the game. If a boss moves slightly, or if an enemy moves, the attack will completely miss. Number 2, Rapid Fire Key Wave. What? Is everybody surprised that this attack is number 2 for the worst special attack? I'm sorry, it is number 2, not number 1. I will reveal number 1 later. The reason why Rapid Fire Key Wave is not a good attack, all because it's supposed to lock on to an opponent, and it does damage from locking on to an opponent. I know somebody's gonna say, but Sword! It doesn't even sound like a bad attack. The huge reason why is you're trying to fight multiple enemies in the game, it does less damage from locking on to multiple enemies. There's another attack that locks onto multiple enemies and is way better than Rapid Fire Key Wave. I'm gonna talk about that later, but right now I'm gonna talk about Rapid Fire Key Wave. Rapid Fire Key Wave and all the other stronger variants to Rapid Fire Key Wave should have been better in the first place. I wish it would have just did more damage, and the lock-on from trying to attack multiple enemies would be a lot more useful. This attack is a major frustration in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, all because it takes a long time for it to attack, all because it's trying to lock on to all enemies with this technique. If you don't lock into all enemies, the super attack Rapid Fire Key Wave would take longer for it to attack an enemy in the game. Now, Number 1! The worst super attack is YAMCHA's Spirit Ball. I know somebody's gonna say, but Sword! YAMCHA's an assist character. I thought he has an assist super attack. Well, he does have a super attack. His Spirit Ball counts as a super attack and a super assist attack. While you're trying to look in the menu for super attacks, YAMCHA's Spirit Ball does count as a super attack for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. Even if he's an assist character for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, they do still have super attacks. Yeah, I talk about this super quickly. YAMCHA's Spirit Ball is a really useless attack, all because it doesn't really do that much damage, and it moves around constantly, trying to hit an opponent. But the real main problem is, it doesn't really do that much damage. Man, YAMCHA, no wonder why you died in Dragon Ball Z. It's all because your Spirit Ball and all your other attacks in Dragon Ball Z are completely useless. You should train more like Goku. Anyway, jokes aside, I would just try to say this. YAMCHA is really a good Dragon Ball character, but I did hate it in Dragon Ball Z that he got completely sidelined. Now, I gotta try to transition into the best super attacks. Number 5, Ultrasonic Fist and Ultimate Vanish. The reason why I put both of them on the list, all because it really is the same attack for Goku and Vegeta, but they just have different names. I think Bandai and CyberConnect 2 try to differentiate the attack's names just to make it sound cool, but they really are the same attack. Yeah, I gotta call it Ultimate Vanish because it sounds cooler. Yeah, Ultimate Vanish is a really cool attack. Even though it doesn't do that much damage, it is super useful for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. If a boss tries to use a super attack on you, you can cancel it out. Try to use Ultimate Vanish. Ultimate Vanish is a really useful attack for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. The technique is super useful, all because you can use it for chain of attacks and paralyzing an opponent in battle. When you try to fight Golden Frieza or sometimes Beerus, they will have a specific technique to sometimes cancel out Ultimate Vanish. I could see CyberConnect 2 try to nerf this later, but right now it's a really good attack. Number 4, melee chain attacks and stun attacks for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. I like this for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, all because it's really unique and useful for the games for each characters having their own specific melees. I call them melee chain attacks, all because these attacks in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort doesn't really have a definitive name. I like this for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, all because it's really unique and useful for the games for each characters having their own specific melees. In Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, there's something called Combo Plus. What it does, it levels up your melee chain attacks so they can do extra hits with your melee chain attacks, adding one extra attack for your chain. And Combo Level Plus is really useful for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, all because you can do one extra hit for doing like normal attacks in the game. Number 3, Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack and Galactic Donuts. Super Ghost Kamikaze Attack is a really useful move, all because it does so much damage in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort from just attacking an opponent. The attack homes in on an opponent, and what happens is it does so much damage trying to find where the opponent is. What makes this attack even better is you try to combine it with Galactic Donuts, making your opponent not move so they can take a lot of damage. If you level up Kid Goten and Kid Trunks for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, their ability would do so much damage in the game, with their own fusion techniques for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. Number 2 is Big Bang Attack, all because it's really useful in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, all because you can just spam it as much as you want to, and it does a lot of damage. I was gonna try to put Ultimate Kamehameha as the number 2 spot, but no, Big Bang Attack is really useful, and it takes less ki consumption than Kamehameha, even with the upgrades. With a lot of people don't know about Vegeta for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, he's the only character in the game that has a lot of ki damage in the game because he has the highest ki damage. Honorable mentions for the best super attacks. I didn't really put it on this list, all because I try to pick different characters for their best super attacks. Spirit Bomb, and all the stronger variants of Spirit Bomb. Ultimate Kamehameha. It is a really good technique, but I didn't put it on this list just to differentiate all the characters' movesets for the top 10, but it is a really good move. The technique of Ultimate Kamehameha feels more like a Big Bang Kamehameha more than a normal Kamehameha. If they do Dragon Ball GT DLC, I would like the Big Bang Kamehameha feel like the Ultimate Kamehameha. Consecutive Energy Blast. It is a really cool technique for a lot of the characters they use in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort, all because it is a really better version of the Rapid Fire Ki Wave, and it doesn't really lock onto opponents, all because you can choose to attack anything or anyone with this technique, which is super cool. Spread Shot Burning Attack. This attack is really cool, all because it's like all the burning attacks that Trunks shoots kind of like moves like a scatter shot shotgun. With this cool variation of burning attack, you're supposed to shoot out close at an enemy so it can wreak in a lot of damage. Heat Dome Attack. This attack is really cool. All you have to do is just attack an enemy up close, and Trunks sends them flying, shooting like a ki wave in the air. This attack is really cool and unique for this game. This attack wreaks in a lot of damage from Trunks sending them flying in the air, shooting a ki blast in the sky. Dragon Fist. This attack is going to be on the honorable mentions list, all because it used to be a super good attack before Bandai and CyberConnect 2 nerfed this attack. What made Dragon Fist good in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort was that when a boss is in their surge mode, when they're trying to do specific attacks, you can automatically cancel it out with Dragon Fist. CyberConnect 2 knows how broken it was, so they had to nerf this attack. This is it for the honorable mentions list. Now, I'm going to talk about number 1 for the best super attack for Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. Number 1, Super Saiyan God Kamehameha. Super Saiyan God Kamehameha is a really useful technique in Dragon Ball Z Kakaort. It's because it's really good and it's awesome. It's one of the best Dragon Ball super attacks for any Dragon Ball Z video game. The whole reason why is because you can move the attack anywhere you want to. Super Saiyan God Kamehameha can last as long as your ki gauge goes out. The attack is not like Ultimate Galick Gun. An Ultimate Galick Gun is to constantly try to charge and drain most of your ki when you use this attack. But Super Saiyan God Kamehameha is like the exact opposite of Ultimate Galick Gun. Once you activate it, it basically can last as long as you want to when your ki gauge is gone, which is insane. For anyone that's trying to use this technique, you can do really cool stuff or stupid stuff with Super Saiyan God Kamehameha. This is going to be the end of the video. Like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and see you soon.